Always leave first. Most men wait too long. They hang around, they stay on the call, even when the conversation is dying. They keep texting even when her replies are cold. They stay in the room, in the vibe, in her presence, hoping she'll want them more. But the longer you stay, the more she mentally checks out. If you want her to miss you, you must be the one who leaves first, before the energy dies, before she grows tired of you. Cut the conversation while she's still enjoying it. End the date when the spark is still alive. Pull away while things are good. It's not about being rude. It's about being memorable. When you leave first, you create space, and space creates curiosity. She starts wondering, why did he cut it short? Was he bored? Is he seeing someone else? That small moment of uncertainty. That's where missing you begins. She doesn't miss what overstays. She misses what's rare, and a man who knows when to leave is rare. Let's say you're on a call with her and it's going well. Instead of waiting for her to say, "Okay, I gotta go," you say, "Hey, I've got something to take care of. I'll catch you later." Polite, calm, no drama. And you hang up first. That move alone makes you stand out. It sends a message without you saying a word. You've got a life. You've got purpose. You're not clinging. That's power. And that's how you start making her miss you. Not by giving more, but by leaving just enough. Silence is louder than words. Most men talk too much. They try to fix everything with words. They explain themselves, defend their choices, and over-communicate their feelings. But when it comes to attraction, words don't create mystery. Silence does. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The more you talk, the less she feels. Because feelings come from space, tension, the unknown. And silence creates all three. When you're too quick to respond, to explain, to justify, you lose your edge. You become predictable. You become easy to figure out. And the moment she fully figures you out, she stops thinking about you. Silence keeps you in her head. It makes her replay your last move. It forces her to fill in the blanks, and what she imagines is often way more powerful than what you could ever say. You don't need to argue. You don't need to prove your point. You don't need to write a long message explaining your silence. Silence itself is the message. Picture this. She sends a cold or dry reply. Most guys panic. They send a follow-up. Did I say something wrong? Are you okay? Desperate energy. Instead, try this. Say nothing. No reply. No reaction. Let the silence sit. Let her feel it. And if she's truly interested, she'll notice. She'll feel the difference between you and the guys who chase. Silence shows strength. It says, I don't beg. I don't break. I don't chase. It makes her wonder what you're thinking. It makes her curious again. And curiosity is the seed of missing someone. Use your silence like a weapon. Because sometimes the loudest thing you can say is nothing at all. Stop reassuring her. Here's where most men get it all wrong. They feel the need to constantly reassure a woman that they're still interested, still loyal, still available. And they think that by doing this, she'll feel more secure and stay close. But in reality, the more you reassure her, the less she respects you. Why? Because women don't want to be told you're valuable. They want to feel it, without you having to say a word. When you're always checking in, always reminding her how much you care, always giving her updates on your feelings, you might think you're being a good guy. But from her perspective, you're being needy. You're being predictable. You're trying to earn her attention instead of commanding it. Let that sink in. Attraction fades when you over-explain, when you overgive, when you try to prove you're different from other guys through constant validation. You don't need to text her that you miss her every morning. You don't need to tell her she's beautiful every 2 hours. You don't need to remind her that you're still interested. All of that, it waters down your value. And deep down, you know it. You've felt it before, when you were doing all the right things, saying all the nice things. and she just slowly started pulling away. That's not by accident. That's because reassurance kills mystery. A woman starts to miss you when there's just enough space between what she knows and what she doesn't. That space makes her think. It makes her wonder. And when she's wondering, she's emotionally invested. Stop giving her everything up front. Because if she already knows you're not going anywhere, why would she chase? Don't reply. Immediately. Men need to wake up. You've been trained to be too available, too fast, too eager. And what has it gotten you? Left on red, ignored, taken for granted. Here's the brutal truth. The moment you make yourself too easy to reach, you stop being exciting. Every time her message pops up and you drop what you're doing to reply instantly, you're sending one clear message. You are more important than me. And that's where the attraction dies. This doesn't mean you play childish games or purposely wait hours just to look cool. This is about realigning your priorities. You're not a puppet. You're a man with purpose. So act like it. If you're always on standby, always on alert for her text, always available the second she wants your attention, what exactly does that say about your life? It says you've got nothing else going on. It says you're waiting on her to give your day meaning. And that's not masculine. That's desperate. A woman can feel when a man values his own time. She can sense when you're not rushing to respond because you're actually doing something important. Working, building, grinding, living. That's what makes her curious. That's what makes her respect you. And that's when she starts to miss you. But if you're jumping at every notification like a dog hearing a bell, you've already lost the power dynamic. So slow down. Let her wait. Let her wonder. Because when you stop trying to prove you're available, you finally start becoming desirable. Men, stop being so damn accessible. Let her earn your time. That's when the game changes. Let her chase you. Too many men still don't get this. They do all the chasing, all the texting, all the planning, and then sit there wondering why she's not putting in effort, why she doesn't value them, why she slowly pulls away. Here's the truth. What you chase runs. And women? They're not attracted to men who chase like boys. They're drawn to men who attract without trying. You think being available, being sweet, being all in from the start will make her feel safe? No, it makes her feel in control. And the second she knows she's got you wrapped around her finger, the thrill is gone. Let her chase you. Let her wonder where she stands. Let her feel that uncertainty that makes her want clarity from you. You don't need to play games, you just need to stop being the only one showing up. Let the energy balance itself. If she's into you, she'll find you. She'll call, she'll text, she'll try. And if she doesn't, she was never really yours to begin with, only entertained by your attention. This is where men mess up. They think pulling back means losing her. But that's insecurity talking. A real man knows, if she's worth it, she'll meet you halfway. Stop doing 100% for someone giving you 20%. Step back and watch who steps forward. When she starts chasing you, when she invests, when she wonders where you've gone, that's when the dynamic flips. And that's when she starts missing you, not because you begged for her attention, but because you took it away. Don't explain yourself. One of the biggest signs of weakness in a man? Over-explaining. You made a decision. You took a step back. You chose silence. And now you feel the need to justify it. Why? Because deep down, you're still seeking approval. You're afraid she'll misunderstand you. You're scared she'll walk away if she doesn't get why you're doing what you're doing. But here's the harsh truth. Explaining yourself is begging for permission. And no woman is drawn to a man who seeks permission. You don't need to break down your every move. You don't need to say, I'm just busy, not ignoring you. I need time for myself. It's not personal. I didn't text back because I was working. Stop. She doesn't need a presentation. She needs to feel that your decisions come from strength, not from fear. The more you explain, the more uncertain you sound. And uncertainty is not attractive. Mystery is. You want her to miss you? Then be a man whose silence makes her think, not a man whose words make her bored. You set boundaries? Good. Now stand on them. You took a step back? Stay there. Without the long, emotional monologue. Without the soft apology wrapped in just being honest. A real man moves with quiet conviction. He doesn't explain. He doesn't chase. He doesn't soften his edges just to be liked. When you stop explaining yourself, she starts wondering. And when she's wondering, she's engaged. Mentally, emotionally. That's when she starts missing you. So stop trying to be understood and start being felt. Show no reaction. Here's what separates men who get respected from men who get walked over. Emotional control. Most guys, they react to everything. She posts a thirst trap online, they like it, comment, get jealous. She pulls away, they panic. She gives mixed signals. They start overthinking, chasing, trying to fix things. And that's exactly why she doesn't miss them. Because if she knows she can shake you, if she knows she can trigger a reaction, then she knows she owns the emotional power in the connection. But when you show no reaction, now she starts to question herself. When she tests you and you stay calm. When she tries to make you jealous and you stay unfazed. When she expects a desperate reply and all she gets is silence. That's when she starts to spiral a little. Because she expected you to fold, and you didn't. Understand this. Your attention is currency. And your emotional reactions? Even more valuable. Don't give them out like pocket change. You want to make her miss you? Then master the art of detachment. Stay composed no matter what she does. No drama, no chasing, no begging, no proving. Just that cold, quiet presence that says, I'm good either way. That's rare. And in today's world full of desperate men who react to everything, a man who stays centered is unforgettable. So the next time she tries to stir up emotion in you, breathe, watch, and say nothing. Because silence says more than anger ever could. And indifference? That's the loudest message you'll ever send. Build your own life. First, if you're not living for yourself, you're living for someone else. And that's not how attraction works. A woman won't miss you if you don't have anything outside of her. She won't respect you if your entire world revolves around her and her approval. And that's exactly what most men do wrong. They make the mistake of putting their life on pause just to fit into hers. When you're not pursuing your own goals, building your own future, and living your own life, you're basically telling her that she's the center of your universe. That's weak. Attraction comes from men who are busy with purpose, who have vision, who are growing. When you wake up every day and the first thing you think about is your next project, your next move, your next goal, that's when she starts to notice. Not because you're too busy to give her attention, but because you're too valuable to chase her all the time. If your life is a waiting room for her affection, she won't respect you. But if your life is full of exciting things, passion, adventure, goals, then she'll want to be a part of it. Stop letting her be the reason you get up in the morning. Let your own dreams fuel your drive. When she sees you're building something meaningful, she'll start wondering where she fits in. She'll wonder if she's important enough to be part of your life. That's how attraction works. That's how she starts missing you. When you're the man with the life she wants to be part of, not the guy who just fits her into the gaps of his schedule. Build your empire. Let her see you growing. And then, if she's truly interested, she'll want to be a part of it. Not because you begged for her attention, but because you built something worth chasing. Master your body language. You might think that everything you say, with your words matters. But let's be real. What you don't say speaks louder. Your body language is an incredibly powerful tool in how you come across. If you're slouching, always looking down, or fidgeting when she's around, guess what? You're giving off signals of weakness and insecurity. And women can pick up on that faster than you think. Here's the thing most men miss. Women are drawn to strength, confidence, and control. And the way you carry yourself tells her everything about how you feel about yourself. So, how do you communicate confidence without saying a word? Stand tall. Look her in the eyes. Walk with purpose. Keep your movements controlled and relaxed. Don't let your body shrink when you're around her. Don't look at your phone the second she walks into the room. Your posture alone should say, I'm in control. I'm comfortable in my own skin. The more you get comfortable with who you are, the less you have to prove with your words. The more you show you're at ease, the more she'll want to be around you. That's because women subconsciously want to be with a man who is self-assured, who doesn't have to try for attention. The most attractive men are the ones who exude this effortless presence. They don't try too hard to get noticed. They just are. They're calm, they're grounded, and they don't let their emotions get the best of them. When you master your body language, you're not only commanding her attention, you're making her feel the attraction. You're setting the tone for how she perceives you and how she interacts with you. So the next time you're around her, pay attention. How are you holding yourself? What are your facial expressions saying? How do you move? Control your body, and you'll control the room. Leave on a high note. This is the most underrated tactic in making a woman miss you. Leaving before it's over. Too many men get caught up in trying to make every moment last. They want to stretch out the conversation. They try to keep her around for as long as possible, thinking that's how they'll keep the attraction alive. But here's the reality. That's exactly what kills it. The longer you stay, the less she'll appreciate your company. The longer you drag out your time together, the less she'll want it. Why? Because you lose the element of mystery. You make her too comfortable. You make her take you for granted. If you want to make her miss you, you need to leave while she still wants more. Walk away while the conversation is still flowing. End the date before she feels like she's had enough. Give her that feeling of, I wish we had more time, instead of, I'm glad it's over. Think about it. When a movie ends on a cliffhanger, do you want to watch the sequel? Of course. Why? Because you're left with a craving, a desire for more. That's what you need to create in her. The feeling that there's more to explore, more to experience, more to know. Don't be the man who overstays his welcome and becomes predictable. Be the man who walks away before the magic fades. Be the man who leaves her wanting more, making her think about you long after you're gone. That's how you make her miss you. That's how you turn every moment you share into an opportunity to make her crave your presence. Here's the truth no one wants to hear, and it might just rub some people the wrong way. If you're always available to her, she'll stop wanting you. You can be the nicest guy in the world, treat her well, and always be there when she calls. But if you're predictable, if you're too easy, and if you're never out of reach, you'll never keep her attention for long. The harsh reality is, most men make the fatal mistake of trying to be perfect for the woman they want, forgetting that being constantly available or always eager to please is the fastest way to lose her interest. So, if you're that guy who's been texting her all day and night, dropping everything for her, or just giving her all your energy without holding back, guess what? You're making a huge mistake. The most magnetic men are the ones who don't chase. They're the ones with purpose, with a life outside of the relationship. They know their worth, and they don't need anyone's validation to feel secure. That's what makes them attractive. Not the effort to win her, but the confidence that comes with already having won in your own life first. So, let me know in the comments. How have you handled situations where you felt yourself losing control over your own attention and availability? Have you tried pulling away, or have you learned the hard way that chasing doesn't work? Share your stories. I'll be reaching out personally to connect with you and dive deeper into your experiences. If you found any value in this, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss another video where we dig into the psychology of attraction and how you can master your relationships the Stoic way. See you in the next one.